I am here at the Vintage Fashion Expo, and I have found some extraordinary purses, but I just can't find the person who's a so. Wait, young lady, do you have anything? Because I'm just seeing that you happen to be holding one of these purses. By any chance, do you have anything to do with these purses here?
I do, Frank.
And what is your association? Were you shoplifting? Is it shoplifted?
I am Bliss.
Oh, you are Bliss?
I am Bliss.
Then why don't you tell me about some of these great purses? What is the story here?
They are all handmade.
They're all handmade.
Yes, one by women for their own personal use.
Women for their own personal use.
So no two are the same, just like the women who made them. They're individual.
So I see. So they're not clones, not a bunch of clones,
No.
but they're actual individual women who made individual purses for their own purposes. Now, how old are these purses?
They date from the early 20s.
From the early. Why don't you show me an example of one in the early 20s?
That would be this beautiful
Now look at that.
purse with fine penny
Now, was
point
the woman
stitching.
was this Rosemary? Is that who did that? Because I'm sensing a Rosemary
quite
vibe
possibly.
here.
And you're so psychic.
Okay.
It wouldn't surprise
Now,
me.
how much would you want for this one here?
This
In hard cold cash.
hard cold cash or MasterCard, Visa, American Express.
Yes, that's
or,
hard cold cash.
Or live chickens.
Yes.
$235.
$235. And what sort of material is this made out of?
This is very fine wool.
Fine wool.
Do you see the cherubs?
Yes, I was noticing those cherubs, and I was thinking they should be wearing some clothes, but who am I to judge?
There you go. And did you know my title? This is heavenlyhandbags.com,
Heavenlyhandbags.com.
and I am the head cherub.
You are the head cherub. Well, that's kind of what I figured, and no other title would suit you. Now, why don't you show me one of another era? Why don't you show me one of a World War II era?
World War II.
Yes, that's one of the great eras. This is where we
Definitely.
defeated we defeated Nazism and Japanese expansionism. Okay, now what can you tell me about this one? I see it is 145.
Exactly
At least
right.
I was sensing that, and at the moment I was sensing it, I happened to see the label that confirmed it.
You're amazing, Frank.
And so this is about World War II vintage.
Exactly.
Okay, and what's it made out of?
This is made of wool as well.
Oh, so this is the fine wool?
This is regular wool.
Oh,
if there's such a thing as regular wool.
Oh, that was the fine, and this
Very
is
fine.
just the regular.
Yes.
Okay.
This is needlepoint.
This is
that
needlepoint.
Was petty point.
Wait. This is needlepoint, and that one was what?
Petty point.
Petty point. Now, what is the distinction between petty point and needlepoint?
It is a derivation from the French. You know how Americans are from petite point, as in very, very fine.
I see. So petite,
Yes.
which means small or
Yes.
something like that, and then needle means it's.
You worked on a needle, on canvas.
I see. Okay.
Very,
Fantastic.
very. Yeah,
Now what?
interesting. And see the little tiny original change purse for your pin
Oh,
money.
look at that. Oh boy, that
And-
feels
and
nice. Now, what
moire.
sort of material is
This
this
is
made out of?
silk moire.
Silk moire. Okay. Now, why don't you show me one from the 60s?
Ah, that's.
We'll go to the wild
that's
60s,
fun. Well, not
where individualism was born.
There you go. I wouldn't say so wild, but so much fun. From the 60s, we began to leave the house and have a little bit of fun
this is
as
pretty wild.
women.
So so this has kind of I'm picking up kind of a golf theme here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
A woman who decided she was going to design and needlepoint a handbag for her passion.
Which was golf.
Golf.
But
And
she
then
only made
she
it to
made-
9 holes, though. Isn't
Yes,
that-
funny. High aspirations.
And even at the end here, it only made.
The ninth hole.
You think it would have got to the 18th hole at the
wouldn't
end?
you think?
No. So now, what sort of material is this?
Also wool, and
Also
she
wool.
has done a
No.
combination.
What, you're skipping over this. You're trying to get out of something.
I'm
Is
not.
this medium? Is this normal or fine wool?
This is medium.
Okay, that's.
Yes.
I figured you're trying to
But
hide
what's
that.
fun, she combined the two, needlepoint and petty point.
Wow, she's quite the show off.
Right, the show off for
what-
contrast.
Okay.
Here and here and here.
I see. Okay.
She even has her clouds.
Now, how much do you want for this?
This particular bargain is 2 1/4.
See, I'm right again.
You're right.
Yes.
And what's wonderful also, it is leather lined.
It is. Oh, let me feel. Oh my God, that feels fantastic. The leather. So this is leather line from the
Leather
great leather
line.
era in the '60s. So
And-
this is what a Hell's Angel would have had, I assume.
Absolutely. You know
Okay.
those Hells Angels and country clubs and the golf course.
Now, what is your name again?
Bliss.
And how do we contact you?
HeavenlyHandbags.com.
Okay, fantastic.